Hello,
Hello,
hello, hello.
hello.
It is noon. Well, it's a little afternoon, but it's not even on the right day, Bonnie.
I know.
But sometimes it just happens where it just works out better on other days. So, yes.
Here we
So,
are.
Bonnie,
Last week was Thursday. This week is Tuesday.
and I guess what I love about this is that we together in Mary Kay, we work such as partners in crime, and it just works out well, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So, Dawn,
So,
today we're talking about a personality that I relate to a little bit better than Dee. Last week we talked about the domineering dominating personality style type. And this week we're
yes.
talking about I. So this is our DISC program, which is a great tool just to know about yourself and just to know about how to work with other people.
Well, and Bonnie, I think what's really neat about this is a life tool. This is not just a tool that you will use in Mary Kay. This is a tool you can use with your husband, your significant other, your coworkers. Not that you do it to manipulate them or to analyze them or to make anybody feel like, oh my God, you're an I, you're a D, or you're an S, you're a C. But it's to get the best results the easiest. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. And just understanding what makes them tick.
Yes, I mean, and there are some times where you and I, when we work together, you'll look at me and you'll go, "Oh," and then they'll be like, "Okay," and then you'll know that I'm just in one of those modes where that's where I am today, and then I'll like, "Okay, Dawn, let's just calm it down a little bit." But that's the beauty of it is that's what we do in Mary Kay, and that's what we do have to do in life. So yes.
All right.
So
So,
Bonnie, do you want me to read you the little story about the I, the
sure,
influencer?
that'd be great.
Okay, this type loves contacting and interfacing with people. They want to make a favorable impression, like to be liked. They are great at generating enthusiasm and entertaining people. They will be the life of the party and generally draw attention to themselves by the clothes they wear and their voices. They desire social recognition and freedom of expression. This style wants to be convincing and impressive. They are poised, gregarious, and very comfortable in a one-on-one situation. This type is often referred to as a natural salesperson. People are naturally drawn to this type or style because they are warm and make a great first impression. They are optimistic, sometimes too much for some people. They are often very emotional people who wear their hearts on their sleeves. Because of their outgoing nature, they will attract a wide range of acquaintances, but tend to have only a few close friends. Eyes pay little attention to detail and are often spontaneous and often be seen as sarcastic and superficial when under stress. This type is motivated by a need for social recognition. This type is referred to as I or influencing. 10% of population of the Western world are I's. Words that describe them, their style is magnetic, enthusiastic, demonstrative, persuasive, warm, friendly, convincing, optimistic, polished, poised, trusting, and sociable. And Bonnie, you are an I, and what I love about you being an I is that it helps me develop more of those skills. And it's a skill that I think in this world, we need more eyes because those are the people who really, they're people oriented. They're, your recognition focused, but it's not so much your recognition. For your unit, you develop those skills and you're like, Susie Q did this, Betsy Sue did this. And so you want to gather all of those people to get those to be recognized. You're expressive. You love to talk. No, honey, you don't love to talk. You're enthusiastic. You're impulsive, and you're not detail oriented. Now, I can say that I've worked with you for a while now, and you're not really impulsive. You have great idea skills. Like, oh, what about this? What about this? And sometimes I think you're quick to think of things where I might be like this. Yes. So Bonnie, when you're working with somebody in a sales atmosphere, how would you, or what would you do with an I personality?
Well, I would probably get her to talk about herself. She would like that. I would maybe it wouldn't be so much as um, the steadfast kind of like career path, but it might be like the excitement of seminar. It might be the recognition. It might be the prizes she's going to win. It might be the friends that she's going to make. It's going to be the meetings that she gets to be with people.
Yes.
Probably those kind of things would be more apt to pique her interest. And
Okay.
and it's not that I mean, I do have a lot of I personality, followed by other ones, but you begin to learn how to utilize the other ones as well.
Exactly. Because you know what, as a person, I think you can have just one, but when you're a mom, you can't just be an I because you have little ones too. You have a schedule, you have to, they're just things that you have to do. And I don't even have to say anymore.
Well, even at work, I mean, you can't totally be an I personality. You may be the idea girl, but you still have to get stuff done. You have to work. And even in my
Exactly.
business, there are
Yes.
parts of my business that are not I personality parts. They are
Yes.
definitely more of like get it done that I do.
Yes. Well, and even like in our business, because we're the financial aspect of our business too, that takes some C, and you're probably as much of an S as you are an I because you are very family oriented and you
Mhm.
are you love to gather and so that's just where I mean, and I have a lot of S in me as well, but my primary is it's not I, but that's why I love to hang around with you because it's just so refreshing to have that is funness a word. So
I
yes.
think it is. Well, another thing too is like when we talked about the D personality, we talked about that the appointment should be quick, to the point, simple. Where an I personality, you might have a longer appointment. You might even have to have a schedule that says I have to be somewhere at this time. So we have about, we have 30 minutes or so you put a time limit on it because that personality could end up taking you out to dinner and coffee and maybe going on a vacation together.
Yes. 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 Mhm.
I'm just really teasing, but it is serious. I am serious.
Well, I just think there's a lot more in tune. So yes, I do think that you just have to be aware of that. Um,
Yeah. A couple other things it says is allow time for relationship building. Very true.
yes.
Let her do the talking. Simple explanations of things. Don't bore her with details. Ask her lots of questions. Um, People who, with her same personality that have been successful, would be great things. Show pictures rather than written material. And she probably will decide quickly that she wants to do it.
Well,
And
and
I
that's for
did
the opportunity.
overnight.
And I think for
Mhm.
the opportunity, she's going to want to know about maybe prizes. She's going to want to know
Mhm.
about the team spirit. She's going to want to know
Mhm.
seminar. She's going to want to know those fun things. And um, I think if you're showing her product, if you're selling to her, she's just going to like if you pull out the set and you show her that, or you pull out the compact and you do this with her, she's going to be drawn to that going, oh my God, that's pretty. I want that. So I mean, those are just things where
Mhm.
she's
She's
going to get excited.
creative. So if you have any friends that like are really crafty and creative people, they might be have a lot of this personality type,
Yes,
right?
yes. And I just think it's fun to know different things and yes, those things help. Um, what do you think would bother an I person?
If you didn't like her, whoa.
Oh, mhm,
Um,
yeah.
if you didn't like her or something that she did, or
Too much detail.
too much detail. Yeah, I'm trying to think of things that are sometimes some personalities can be very curt, very to the point, and an I
Yep.
doesn't really like, they don't think anything of it, like that's done. And an I is feely. They like feeling things, so they're
Yep.
all about make them feel good kind of thing. And they
Well, and
want
I
to be they like the impact they can have on other people too. So if they feel like they can't be part of that, I think that's not a good thing either.
And I think that's where, like, if you talk to her about the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation and that they do research for women's cancers that affect women, and that they do give grants to domestic abuse shelters, they're going to want to know about that stuff because they want to know that they're, I think, impacting
Making a difference.
cause.
Mhm.
Yes. Mhm. So I don't know, Bonnie. Like I said, I love to learn about this stuff because it helps just communication work
Mhm.
really well. And I look forward to next week talking about the S personality. So,
Mhm.
yes.
Good.
All right.
Well,
All
it's
right,
been
Bonnie.
fun. Bye,
I will see
everyone.
you next. Thank you. Bye bye.
See you next week.